regard to the Arturia MiniFreak is Multicompressor. This is basically a multi-band compressor where compression is happening in different bands for different purposes. I have to admit, I'm not a person who has traditionally been a master of compression, so I'm probably the wrong person to tell you about all of the myriad benefits of compression and how they should be applied. So we're just going to dig into this and listen to the various sound outcomes that we experience when employing this particular effect. As has been the case throughout all of these demonstrations, we're just using a sawtooth wave. I have chosen multi-compress. So our first setting is time. Which seems to be the least indicative of an effect. So let's do the amount. Definitely some outcomes there that are different. What's that noise? Interesting. You can definitely hear that there is an attack that increases as we turn up the time, which is also time. And that is basically the attack time. I guess it's the curve of the attack. And the decay. And of course, turning up the intensity. Oh, listen, yeah, this is very different. There are differences in timbre, in frequency content, in intensity. This is really interesting. Now, usually I would think that compression is really beneficial in a variety of ways for instruments that have a variety of, like performances, more than just the timbre of a sound. But we are literally hearing differences in timbre here, and I guess that's what's important. So again, we have another timbre shaping option that exists in the digital effects that you can apply in a variety of ways, as we have demonstrated. But let's keep in mind that there are also subtypes that we have to explore. We have purportedly been on OPP, and we're going to move to bass control. Let's hear how bass control sounds. Makes the sound have a much larger bass presence. Next one's going to be high control. Wow, okay, yep. You can hear as you turn it up, there becomes a sort of punchy attack, which I think is one of the great pursuits of compression. And as you diminish it, it becomes softer and squishier, if I can use the technical term. And it sounds like there's frequency content that's not only high, but also sort of mid-rangey that is increased when we turn up and down the time, or up and down the intensity. I think this is the amount. No, that's the amount. Okay. But you definitely get a different quality there. It's more punchy, it's more intense. That is useful. The next one is called Tighter. Oh, wait, no, there's one called All Up. The thing that bothers me about this is that from a synthesis standpoint, you need to know exactly what all of your tools are doing. And I understand the general principle of compression, but these timbral changes need characterization. They need some means of effective description that allows you to make intelligent choices about what's going to happen, not apply the effect and see what happened. That being said, these changes are useful and different and helpful, and this is a means of synthesis. All I'm saying is there needs to be terminology that more accurately reflects the changes that are happening and characterizing those changes in language that makes sense to the user so that a person could say, gosh, I wish it was more purple, and then there was purple to as an outcome. Purple there is obviously a metaphor. I just wanted to say, yeah. But this is really useful and interesting. It's just that I wouldn't go to it knowing what to expect without experiencing it over and over again. And when you think about the fact that you can voltage control these changes with like velocity or something, I mean, this is really useful. I think there is one more subsetting. Tighter. All very interesting. Okay, so keep in mind, all of this can be voltage controlled, and these unique and interesting timbral changes that are the result of compression can be yours in order to shape the timbral content of your sound, which is amazing. This is fantastically useful. This is, what the shit is this called? The Multicompressor found on the Arturia MiniFreak.